My name is Clara Towson, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
I am Francisca George, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Susan Leemans, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom. Yeah.
My name is Zainab Sammaz, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hey guys, my name is Sasha Vickery, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Hi, my name is Lloyd Harris, and I'm a friend of the show.
Perfect.
Hi, my name is Jan Faria, and I'm a friend of the show.
Boom.
Yes.
Take one. Well done.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Paolini, and I'm a friend of the show.
Wow, Jasmine, you got it in one time.
Ready? Play.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time it is. Genius live stream this one for Aryna Sabalenka against Jessica Pegula. We currently have Sabalenka serving for the first set, and it is 15 all after she just aced it. I'm just looking at a shaven-headed coach there for Sabalenka's coach, whose name escapes me right now. Maybe someone in the live chat can remind me of his name. The scoreboard on the WTA website is suggesting it is love 30, but it's not. It's 15 all. I can tell you that now. I'm going to share with you now the score. So 15 all. Sabalenka here with a forehand, cross court. Both of them exchanging forehands right now. And it's Sabalenka who errs with a slightly tight forehand into the net. And she shakes her head. So it is 15-30. Do get voting in our poll as to who you think is going to emerge the winner. Also, of course, hit like on this video. And if you have not done so already, please hit subscribe. Good serve down the tee there. Unforced or unreturned serve. And so it is now 30 all. So down the tee, missed from Sabalenka. Do get voting in our poll as to who you think is going to win this encounter. Good serve there into the body. The second serve, and she's got her first set point here for Aryna Sabalenka. Where are you going to go with this serve? Of course, Sabalenka was on a pretty good run against Jessica until they met in Wuhan recently when Pegula won in a third set tiebreak. Good serve down the tee. Now on the forehand side from Aryna. Cross court now backhand from Pegula is pretty good with good depth. But now it's pretty much at neutral. But now Pegula's on the run. Good forehand there from Jessica, though. She's going to have to come into the net here, is she? Oh, lucky Sabalenka there, lucky with a net cord. Now Sabalenka with a lob. It's going to land in. Pegula's going to stay in the point with a moon ball. Now it's Sabalenka on the forehand. Pegula on the forehand. Sabalenka goes long on the forehand, and it's deuce. She does give a little tap of the racket to applaud her opponent. She recognized the efforts of Pegula there. So, deuce. First serve doesn't land in. Forehand from Pegula. Forehand from Sabalenka. Forehand slice there from Pegula. Drop shot from Sabalenka's not good enough. And I think she's going to lose the point here. Yes, she does. Break point, Jessica Pegula. Backhand return. Backhand from Sabalenka's going to miss. And we're back on serve. So a set point came and went. And Pegula broke. And so we're on serve. Do get voting in our poll and let me know in the live chat who you think is going to emerge the winner in this encounter. Of course, there's a bit of a turn there. I mean, I'd still make Sabalenka the favourite, but I wonder how that'll be psychologically for Aryna, having served for that first set and also seen a set point come and go. So, Pegula hit a serve at 4-5. Drop shot, Sabalenka, that's better from her. But she's not won the point there, but a lovely backhand down the line winner. Love 15. Second serve. $15 all. Nothing. Backhand return from Aryna into the backhand of Pegula. Forehand, that's a good forehand. She's on the attack now is Sabalenka, but actually she ceded that advantage. Pegula very much back in this rally, although that's a good depth there from Sabalenka. Now on the forehand of Aryna, moving Pegula around. Now it's on the backhand side. Pegula going down the center of the court. Aryna staying on the attack, and she's forced the error. 15-40. Two more set points for Aryna Sabalenka. Yeah, he's gone for the old skinhead as her coach. Okay, crucial moment here. Set point number 2. Pegula, forehand return. No, it's landed out. So second serve. Backhand return. Forehand from Pegula into the forehand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka staying in this rally, but on the defense. Sabalenka forehand into the net. 30-40. Sabalenka again with another set point. Set point number 4 for the Belarusian. Forehand return. Great depth from Aryna. Drop shot Sabalenka. Pegula comes in to chase it down and chases it down. Deuce. Advantage Sabalenka. Set point number 5. Into the rally. Backhand from Pegula. Moving Sabalenka onto the forehand. That's a good forehand, though, from Aryna. And it's going to force the error from Pegula. And finally, Sabalenka gets over the line. Wins the first set by 6-4. She did so on her 4th set point. Okay, we will take a quick break and then we'll be back with you for the second set.
Thanks for tuning into this watch along. While there's a break in play, here's a reminder to hit the like button, subscribe and click that notification bell. Your support helps to keep the channel going. While we're here, you can now become a member to enjoy perks including badges for the live chat, but also bonus material such as interviews with top players from both ATP and WTA tours. The membership link is pinned in the live chat. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. So whether it be serves or volleys, forehands or backhands, serve bots or drop shots, we've got you covered, whether that be via our website, talking-tennis.com, where you can read features and interviews from our top writers. Or if you prefer us in audio form, you can subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Amazon or Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from. Remember, we offer you wall-to-wall coverage via our regular watch-alongs, magazine shows such as Nick's WTA Weekly or Damien and Mario's ATP version. Plus, we deliver top content from people on the ground, actually at the tournaments, so you get even nearer to the action. So, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on all things tennis.
Ready? Play.
And if you're wondering what this little thing is, well, Let me tell you now, whether it be tea, coffee, or merely water, it tastes so much better from a talking tennis mug. And you know what? They can be yours if you wish to purchase one from our website. We've also got bags and stickers and hoodies and notebooks. Mira Andreeva. T-shirts as well, of course, coming in both black and white. And we've got a classic jumper for you as well, and many, many other things for you to purchase for excellent prices so you can look like some of the coolest people on the tour. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. Okay, back with it, and Sabalenka is serving at 30 love. Do you get voting in our poll as to who you think is going to emerge the winner in this encounter? Of course, a huge advantage for Sabalenka, having won the first set. Oh, lovely return of serve there, though, from Pegula, 30-15. Oh, lovely forehand winner there from Aryna Sabalenka. 1-love. So, over to you, Jessica Pegula, to serve. And it's going to be a second serve for Aryna Sabalenka to look at. Nevertheless, 30 love here for Sabalenka. Three-game points here for Pegula. And she does it at the first time of asking. 1-1, game to love. Novak Djokovic will be getting underway shortly in Athens. In a match against Alejandro Tabillo. a guy that he's lost to twice. Sabalenka, despite seemingly in control or in charge of this encounter, is cutting a slightly frustrated figure right now. I see a tiger element to her shoes. Oh, she's love 30 down as well now. Goes down the tee, backhand return from Pegula. Long. 3 break points for Jessica Pegula. Break point number 1 incoming. The tee, blocked return. She's on the attack. Hits the forehand pretty badly, and she is broken. So, Sabalenka drew first blood, winning that first set by 6 games for 4, but it is Jessica Pegula with a break. To get voting in our poll as to who you think is going to emerge the winner in this particular encounter. Sabalenka, yeah, despite the fact that she won that first set, not looking like a happy bunny, not looking like a happy tiger or a happy camper right now. Good forehand there from Pegula. Sabalenka on the defense, can't defend. 15 love. First serve from Pegula goes into the net. Second serve here for Sabalenka to look at. You'd imagine she'll go pretty big on the return. A decent amount of depth from Aryna. My mic was momentarily disconnected, but it does seem to be back right now. Pegula now with a game point, saving 2 break points. And Sabalenka's going to miss it, the return. And Pegula holds for 3-1. Smash here from Sabalenka. Smash again from Sabalenka. Unbelievable defense from Pegula. But this time it's not going to land over the net. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way. And if you haven't already done so, please do hit subscribe. First serve from Sabalenka hits the net, lands back on her side. (30-15) for Aryna here. (30-15) becomes 40-15 with an ace. And Sabalenka holds for 3-2. So, change of ends. Sabalenka trying to seek a change of fortune in this second set. She had break points on the Pegula serve in the previous game, but they came and went. So, Pegula to serve. Forehand return from Sabalenka. Forehand again cross court. Now it's Pegula on the forehand. Both of them hitting forehands to each other. Pegula decides to change direction, go over the higher part of the net, but it didn't pay off. Love 15. Backhand return from Aryna. Forehand from Pegula. Pegula at the net. Puts it away. 15 all. Forehand return from Aryna is going to go long. 30-15. Forehand return into the forehand of Pegula. Forehand from Sabalenka. Backhand cross court. Backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Pegula. Backhand Sabalenka again with a slice. Now it's a lovely backhand there from Pegula. Is she going to win the point? Surely she is. Yes, she is. 40-15. Pegula holds for 4-2. And remember, sets one matters. So, for example, a straight sets win for Aryna Sabalenka here on top of her straight sets win against Paolini. And I think she'd be in the semis. A 3-set win for either player, particularly Pegula, would be more vulnerable just because 2 3-set wins. But then Pegula has Paolini in the last match. So, Wonderful backhand cross court there from Sabalenka. That was venomous. That was brutal. 15 love. Oh, what a backhand there from Pegula down the line. Take that, Aryna Sabalenka. 15 all. Okay, Sabalenka here's serving. Out wide, misses. Forehand return from Pegula's good. Now forehand from Pegula, this time not so good, into the net. Forehand, first, I've done the tee. Good forehand there from Sabalenka. Pegula on the defense. That's going to land in, though. Sabalenka this time on the backhand. Good defending again from Pegula. Now it's a slice from Sabalenka. Now it's a Aryna. Getting it all wrong there on the backhand side. That reminded me of the French Open, that point. The French Open final, where Goff was just getting ball after ball back, and eventually Sabalenka would miss badly on the backhand side. Okay, first serve down the tee. It's a good serve. Sabalenka now the backhand into the net. And we've got a break point for Jessica Pegula. 30-40. Jessica Pegula. First serve down the tee, but it goes into the net. So a second serve here for Jessica Pegula to look at. Backhand return. Is that double fault? It is. Jessica Pegula breaks courtesy of a double fault from Aryna Sabalenka. So it looks like we're heading 3 sets. When they return to the court, Pegula will be serving for the set, and she also has a double break advantage. So even if she doesn't get it done on the first chance, she will have another one. Some concerned looks on the team of Aryna Sabalenka. Anton Dubrov is her coach. And yeah, he has decided to have a severe trim, which seems to be very much en vogue at the moment. After Alcaraz trimmed his hair, I think I saw Zverev say that he would shave his head if he won a slam, or maybe it's just specifically the Australian Open. And I think Fonseca is under pressure as well to do the same, having won Basel recently. Forehand here from Sabalenka, forehand from Pegula, forehand Sabalenka. Wonderful forehand that from Sabalenka, but the defense was almost there from Pegula. But anyway, what a great forehand that is from Aryna, who is hitting freely right now, despite the deficit, or possibly because of the deficit. Love 15. First serve is down the tee, but into the net. Backhand return from Sabalenka, backhand from Pegula, backhand cross court from both players. Now it's Pegula changing direction, but it's not worked out. She's gone long on the backhand side. And it is love 30. Not for the first time in this set, Sabalenka is getting a look at the Jessica Pegula serve. It is a double break deficit, though, don't forget, for Sabalenka. She's going to get a second serve to look at as well, which will be helpful, I suggest, if she is to garner some break points. 1 hour and 30 minutes on the clock. Forehand return from... Oh, it must have clipped the net. So a little lucky there for Pegula. Love 30. Second serve. Forehand return from Aryna's pretty good. But what a forehand there from Jessica Pegula. Take that, Aryna Sabalenka. 15-30. First serve goes long from Pegula. It's a double fault. Double fault. But she saves the first break point, so it's 30-40. Forehand here from Pegula is too good. Deuce. So deuce. Two breaks come and go for Aryna Sabalenka. Good serve down the tee. Block return. Forehand Pegula is also too good. Set point Jessica Pegula. First serve down the tee. Forehand return. Forehand from Pegula. Forehand from Sabalenka is also too good. Deuce. Set point comes and goes. So deuce. Good serve from Pegula though. Sets up another set point. Misses the first serve. So a second serve here for Aryna Sabalenka to have a stab at to stave off a second set point. Can she do so? Backhand return is pretty good. Now on the backhand again from Sabalenka. Forehand from Aryna is going to miss. Pegula wins the second set by 6-2. Into a third set we go. This group is very much alive and kicking. If Pegula was to win this match, then I think she will have qualified because she will have had 2 wins. And you'd have Sabalenka against Goff with 1 win each. And it would just be a shootout between those two as to see who could make the semis. Sabalenka is going to go off court for a break, a reset, a recharge, and a rethink. Will it be enough to help her win the third set? Yeah, because a Pegula win would mean that Paolini is out. Pegula has qualified for the semi-finals, not necessarily as the group winner, but she will have qualified for the semi-finals with 2 wins, and then she'll be waiting to see who will join her, and it will just basically be the winner of Sabalenka versus Goff. Sebi Korda has come from a set down to beat Jamur in Athens. That match was on centre court, and therefore that means that the match having concluded, Novak Djokovic against Alejandro Tabilo will be commencing shortly. Have a quick look at the Twitter sphere to see what's going down. Do hit the like button, and of course, if you haven't already done so, please do hit subscribe. Gula here talking to some members of her team. Yeah, Jasmine Paolini, I think, having lost in straight sets today, um, and apparently she was sick. Yeah. So Pegula, yeah, if she wins the deciding set here, she will qualify as the group winner. Will she? Maybe it goes head to head. Is that the first tiebreaker? Just because in terms of sets, she might still get usurped by um, by either player, but maybe it goes head to head first. So if she has 2 wins and Coco Gauff has 2 wins, then Pegula qualifies because she beat Coco Gauff in the first match. And if she has 2 wins and Sabalenka has 2 wins, then she qualifies because she beat Sabalenka. Sabalenka has now returned to the court, so we will be at least recommencing this encounter very, very shortly. So Sabalenka to serve, 1 hour, 23 minutes on the clock. Here is the deciding set of Aryna Sabalenka against Jessica Pegula. Backhand return from Pegula into the backhand of Sabalenka, but I think Pegula's gone long. Has she on that return? Yes, 15 love. Okay, backhand return. Forehand from Sabalenka. Forehand from Pegula. It's going to go long. 30 love. Backhand return from Pegula. Forehand from Sabalenka. Backhand Pegula. Staying in the point really well. Slice now from Sabalenka. Pegula can't deal with it. 40 love. Sabalenka holds at the beginning of this set, so it's over to you, Jessica Pegula. Getting to the rally here. Pegula on the forehand. Now it's Sabalenka on the forehand also. Attacking. Good play there, though, from Pegula. Stretching. Pegula at the net. That's a really good volley from Jessica, and Sabalenka can't deal with it. 15 love. Okay. 30 love here, Jessica Pegula. Double fault. 30-15. Thirty all. Backhand return. Got to go long. 40-30. Interesting stat. Sabalenka is 2 from 11 on break points today, whereas Pegula is 3 out of 4. That's fun. Oh, what a forehand winner down the line there from Aryna Sabalenka. So, break point here for Aryna Sabalenka. First serve from Pegula goes into the net. Second serve for Aryna Sabalenka to look at. Backhand return from Aryna. Backhand from Pegula. Forehand Sabalenka into the net. Deuce. Pegula, first serve, cross court from return from Sabalenka. Sabalenka, though, on the forehand. Forehand Pegula's really good. Down the line. Sabalenka can't defend it. Game point for Aryna Sabalenka. And a volley there from Pegula is too good. Too good, ladies and gentlemen. One game all. So Sabalenka serving 15 love. Welcome to those of you supporting Novak Djokovic or Alejandro Tabilo, or watching that encounter, I should say. Djokovic just getting underway. It is Tabilo who will serve first. Meanwhile, Sabalenka and Pegula are in the grips of a third set. Make sure you hit the like button, by the way, whoever you are, wherever in the world you are watching. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new. Break point, Jessica Pegula over in Riyadh. Second serve as well for her to look at. Tabilo and Djokovic are underway in Athens. First point of the match goes the way of Novak Djokovic. Sabalenka here in a spot of bother, but she's got away with it because Pegula's gone along with a forehand. Djokovic has won the first point of the match in Athens against Alejandro Tabillo. Get voting in our polls as to who you think are going to win these matches. Tabillo actually having lost the first 2 points on serve, so it is love 30 over in Athens. Is Pegula going to be able to create another breakpoint opportunity? Let's see. It's deuce at the moment on the Sabalenka serve. That is in Riyadh. Double fault. It's going to be another breakpoint for Jessica Pegula. The racket is being hit on the head for Aryna Sabalenka right now. First serve down the tee, it's good. You wouldn't know it, though, from Sabalenka's reaction. 181 kilometers an hour, that serve. Deuce. A lot of talk about this Battle of the Sexes encounter that's going to take place between Sabalenka and Kyrgios. I think it's been on the cards for a while. I don't really know what to think of it. I need some time. Meanwhile, Djokovic repelling forehand after forehand after forehand from Tabillo. And it does unnerve the Chilean, and Djokovic is going to have 2 break points at the beginning of the match, straight off the bat. Another break point here for Jessica Pegula, the 4th one in this game. Backhand return from her, backhand from... And it's got to go long from Sabalenka, and Pegula breaks for 2-1. And Tabillo's fended off both of these break points and has got it back to deuce. So, Pegula up a break in the 3rd set. All the momentum with the American right now. Tabillo saving 2 break points. Djokovic's outfit, what do we think? Green t-shirt and the rest all black. Djokovic, of course, has, or at least the president of the Italian Tennis Federation has confirmed that Djokovic is going to participate in the ATP Tour Finals, which to me makes sense. $15 all here, Sabalenka Pegula. Tabillo has held serve, so he's got out of his sticky situation. So Tabilo is held for 1-love. Meanwhile, Pegula and Sabalenka, third set. Remember, Jessica Pegula wins this match. She will have qualified for the semi-finals. And then it is a straight shootout between Sabalenka and Goff for the second spot. Still a lot of tennis to be played in this match yet, though. It's 15-all. Pegula has the early break. But it's not like she hasn't been impregnable on serve today. She's been broken a few times. Oh, what a return! Aryna Sabalenka, 15-30. I think she's the best second serve returner in the game. I don't mind Anisimovan's return either when it's on, like I remember it was against Osaka at the US Open. But that's a great serve there from Pegula, 30-all. Meanwhile, Djokovic serving, love 1, 15-love. Serve down the tee. Oh, but that backhand return has got it all wrong from Sabalenka. And it is 40-30 for Jessica Pegula. Djokovic comfortable on serve right now in Athens. 30-love he leads. Did have a couple of break points in the first game, but wasn't able to take advantage of that scenario. Second serve here for Sabalenka to look at on the Pegula serve. Good return there from Sabalenka. A really good return. Like I said, the best second serve returner in the women's game, in my opinion. Djokovic, by the way, I know he's serving right now, but I think he's probably the best returner of all time. Him and Agassi are in a fight for that one. I always think Agassi's ones are a little bit more aggressive and a bit more risky. Djokovic tends to fire his at the feet of his opponent. Meanwhile, a second serve here for Aryna Sabalenka to look at. Sabalenka breaks back. Boom, boom, boom. 2-all. Djokovic is held for 1-all, by the way. Okay, love 15 here on the Sabalenka serve. Over in Athens, it's 1-all with Tabilo serving. Or the backhand from Djokovic goes long, so it's 15-love for Tabilo. In Riyadh, it's now love 30 after some good attacking play there from Jessica Pegula. 15-all, sorry, don't lie. 15-all. What am I thinking? Looks like Wilson are getting in on the Tiger action as well in terms of the decor on the Aryna Sabalenka bag. Block return from Pegula. Forehand cross court. Forehand from both players here. Forehand up the line. Good play from Pegula on the defense. Forehand here from Sabalenka. Pegula still defending. Pegula still defending and defending very well. Now she can attack and she puts the forehand away. Again, echoes of the Coco Gauff Aryna Sabalenka matchup in terms of excellent defense, and it unnerves Sabalenka when she thinks she's put a ball away for either a winner or at least something that's going to help her win the point, and it doesn't. 15-30, which is identical score in Athens, where we see Tabilo 15-30 on his serve. Yeah, I regarding Matthew's comment regarding the Djokovic Tabilo match. Yeah, I think he'd like to get at least a win in Athens. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, if it's crazy, crazy tough third set, he's got to dig deep. I wonder how deep he will dig. But no, I think he'll dig as deep as he can. Put it that way. 30 all anyway. Sabalenka, by the way, has a game point. 40-30. Forehand here, Sabalenka, and forehand up the line. What a winner from Aryna Sabalenka. She leads 3-2. Over in Athens, Tabilo has a game point at 40-30. As Sabalenka and Pegula change ends, I will focus now on this Djokovic-Tabilo encounter. Game point here for Tabilo. Forehand up the line from Djokovic is really good, but well defended from Tabilo, but he can't defend that forehand, and it's deuce. For those of you just tuning in to Djokovic-Tabilo, Djokovic did garner 2 break points in the first game of the match on the Tabilo serve. Tabilo's, by the way, form is really mixed right now. I don't know if any of you watched our preview, but yeah. Tabilo is losing matches first round sometimes, but then he did win Chengdu. Wonderful return there from Djokovic. A slice from Novak. Backhand cross-court from Tabilo. Forehand from Djokovic goes long, and we get a clenched fist from the Chilean as he has a game point. What do we think of this Battle of the Sexes thing that has been announced today? Slice there from Djokovic. Backhand cross court. Backhand to backhand right now. It's a game point for Tabilo, and Tabilo holds for 2-1. So, change of ends in Athens. Sabalenka has had a change of fortune in this deciding set. She was down a break, 2-1, but then she breaks back for 2-all. She then holds for 3-2, and now she has love 15 on the Pegula serve. It's a good serve there from Pegula. That forehand's going to go long, though. Love 30. Is this the decisive momentum shift? We will see. Love 30 on the Pegula serve. The last 15 points, 10 have gone the way of Aryna Sabalenka. But that's a good serve down the tee there from Pegula. Not too pacey, but it caught Sabalenka out on the backhand side, and it's 15-30. Backhand return from Sabalenka. Backhand Pegula. Slice there from Sabalenka. Forehand Pegula. Forehand Sabalenka. Forehand Pegula. Pegula's going to come into the net, but that's a wonderful volley from Jessica Pegula. She seemed a bit hesitant there, but she dealt with it so well. 30 all. Good serve from Pegula. Forehand now. Forehand from Sabalenka. Cross court is huge. And it's too big, too good, too venomous for Jessica Pegula to deal with. And it's 30-40. Another break point for Aryna Sabalenka. She is 3 from 14 on break points today. Pegula, 4 from 8. I will get back to Djokovic Tabilo shortly. But right now, the tense moments are in Riyadh. Break point for Sabalenka. Good serve down the tee. Sabalenka gets her racket on it. Backhand from Pegula. Net cord from Sabalenka. Lucky. But that's a good forehand there from Pegula. That's going to land out from Sabalenka and it's deuce. Djokovic and Tabilo are back underway, with Djokovic winning the first point after a forehand error, landing in the tram lines from Tabilo. So it's 15 love as we see Djokovic's parents in the crowd. Backhand return, backhand from Pegula, backhand from Sabalenka. Is that a winner from Aryna? It is! Wow! Flat as a pancake. Down the line winner. Another break point. Pegula on the backhand. Backhand to backhand. Now it's on the forehand of Sabalenka, which is big. Pegula defends, but has that landed out? Yes, it has. And so Aryna Sabalenka gets the break. From 2-1 down, she has now won 3 games in a row, including 2 breaks of serve, and leads 4-2. Now remember, Sabalenka with a win will not guarantee her spot in the semi-finals. It'll come down to the nature of her loss to Pegula, to Goff, if that was to happen. Of course, if she beats Goff, then she wins the group. So Sabalenka is serving at 4-2. Meanwhile, Djokovic, 2-game points in Athens. An unreturned serve, bringing up those 2-game points. Sabalenka with a huge forehand for 15 love. So let me get this right. Pegula loses this and she'll be on 1 win. Sabalenka will be on 2. Sabalenka beats Goff. She wins the group. And then it'll be Pegula who will qualify no matter what, if Sabalenka beats Goff. Because even if Pegula lost to Jasmine Paolini, her head-to-head with Goff would mean that she would go through. If Coco Gauff beats Aryna Sabalenka, that's when it gets complicated. And if Pegula beats Jasmine Paolini, as I would expect. Anyway, good forehand there from Sabalenka, forcing the error, and it's 40 love and 3-game points. Djokovic is, by the way, held for 2-all quite comfortably. He's yet to face a break point. He did get 2 break points on the Tabilo serve in the first game. Three-game points here anyway for Aryna Sabalenka. Backhand return is good from Pegula, so 40-15. Oh, a terrible smash there from Tabilo. 15 all. First serve from Sabalenka hits the net and goes wide. So a second serve for Jessica Pegula to look at. Forehand from Sabalenka goes into the net. Sorry, from Pegula goes into the net. And Sabalenka holds for 5-2. Meanwhile, in Athens, we see Stefanos Tsitsipas in the crowd watching this encounter. Let me see if there's anybody tweeting about the scenarios on Twitter regarding Sabalenka, Pegula, etc., etc. Yes, I'm sure you're very keen for a Saba win, Ghosty, and it's looking good right now. I'm just wondering, though, what the scenarios are for this group. Meanwhile, over in Athens, Tabilo has a game point for 3-2. A game point that comes and goes, so Djokovic has won that point. It's at deuce. Tabilo's certainly so far the one under pressure more on his serve, and that was a failed drop shot from there. Okay, over to Riyadh, where Pegula is serving to stay in the match. Forehand return is too good from Aryna Sabalenka, backing up my suspicion and my feelings that Aryna Sabalenka is the best second serve returner on the WTA Tour. Let me know if you disagree with that in the live chat, or agree. Love 15, Pegula serving. Backhand return here is going to go long. So it's 15 all. Ghosty on fire in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button, by the way, Ghosty. Second serve for Aryna Sabalenka to look at. And she does so well with it, forcing the error from Pegula. Backhand return from Sabalenka is too long, and it's 30 all. Yeah, she was in my consideration, Anisimova, partly because I just remember how well she was doing on the Osaka serve. Nice ace down the tee there from Pegula. So Anisimova and Daniel Collins, yeah. But Anisimova was certainly in my conversation I was having with myself about half an hour ago. Anyway, game point here for Jessica Pegula, 40-30. On the forehand from Pegula, and she wins the point. So she wins the game, and it's over to you, Aryna Sabalenka. Can you serve this out? Meanwhile, change of ends in Athens, and Djokovic and Tabilo are on serve. So, Sabalenka serving for the match. Remember, a win won't guarantee... Oh, is that landed in? Or is it landed out? I think it's landed just out. Sabalenka let that go. I mean, it was a hell of a return anyway. I think Sabalenka probably let it go knowing that she couldn't deal with it. At least deal with it in a comfortable manner. Anyway, it's 15-love. Good serve there from Sabalenka. Forehand now. It's going to go long from Aryna. The arms are out wide. There's a little shrug of the shoulders. It's 15-all. Backhand return. Backhand from Sabalenka. Coming into the net, Aryna. Oh, she's going to be in a bit of trouble here, is she? No, she's going to put that smash away. Surely she does. She came into the net. I'm not sure if she knew exactly what she was doing when she got there, but she did a really good pickup, making it a little tricky for Jessica to chase that down. And in the end, Jessica really had only one choice, which is to try and lob Sabalenka, and it didn't really work. And Sabalenka won it with a smash. Vamos, Tabilo. Hola, Nicolas Flores. Nicola, si podría suscribir, por favor? Sería fenomenal. So, Sabalenka hit 30-15 on her serve. 2 points away from winning this match. She was a breakdown, don't forget the beginning of this third set. Forehand return is going to go long, 40-15. 2 match points for Aryna Sabalenka. This won't guarantee her a spot in the semi-finals, but it will put her within touching distance. I would imagine a 3-set loss to Coco would be enough, for example. But I could be wrong on that. I'd have to look at the permutations. Anyway, Sabalenka to serve. Forehand return is good from Pegula, but wow, Sabalenka crouching like a tiger. Puts the forehand away, wins this match in 3 sets. A nice embrace at the net from the pair. And it is Sabalenka who gets the win. So, Aryna Sabalenka, you have won both of your matches at the WTA Finals thus far. It's not quite putting you in the next round just yet, but this 6-4, 2-6, 6-3 win over Jessica Pegula will do you a huge boost. And I suspect a 3-set loss even to Coco Gauff will be enough to progress, but that is to come up in a couple of days. Now, looking back on this match, Sabalenka had so many breakpoint opportunities, and it looked like she was going to pay for not being ruthless enough with those breakpoint opportunities. Jessica Pegula was much more ruthless with her chances, and in fact was up an early break in the third set as a result. However, Sabalenka then went on a winning run of 4 games in a row from 2-1 down. Actually, it was 3 games in a row, I think, from 2-1 down to 4-2. But that did include, of course, 2 breaks of serve. And that was enough to get her over the line. She may well have had some doubts as well going into that third set, bearing in mind she had lost a very narrow 3-setter to Jessica Pegula in Wuhan recently. But she righted the wrongs of those breakpoint opportunities, and she is pleased. She is not out of this tournament yet, nor is Jessica Pegula, by the way, who, of course, will be playing Jasmine Paolini in the last match. Paolini losing in straight sets earlier on today. But it is Sabalenka who tops the group right now, with 2 wins from 2, having won straight sets as well the other day. Surviving a tough one, indeed. Crouching like a tiger, indeed, Ghosty. We might get to hear from Aryna as well, to hear what she thinks of this match. Yes, here we go.
You are number 1 in the world. Let's talk about how you were able to, like you do with Jessie all the time, go to that whole other level when you have to.
I have no idea. She's an incredible player. She always pushed me to that limit, and in the second set I felt like she just stepped in and she just played incredible tennis, and in the third set, I was just like thinking, okay, I'm gonna go after my shots. I'm gonna try to stay even more aggressive, put all of that speed back on her, and hope that I'll get my chance. And again, she pushed me, and I love it. I love playing against her because it's never easy matches. It's always great tennis, great level, great points, and super happy with the win.
You take a look at something.
Sabalenka's won 19 of her last 22 matches, by the way.
Painting the lines. How happy are you on a technical standpoint? Raising the game, of course, but going for your shots with a ton of confidence.
I mean, she played incredible on the net. Like every time I would try to go to like this a bit slower, like wider shots, she would be there. She would show me why she was great in doubles, and I was like, okay, you know what? Like I have nothing else to do as just going like as high as I can, as high as I can down the lines, I was really enjoying it. I was really enjoying that she was like pushing me to the next level.
Okay, what a difference a year makes. And you've played a few WTA Finals. The size of the crowd compared to last year, tennis has really caught on here in Saudi Arabia. How pleased are you with the energy that you're feeling, the vibe, and the love for you here in Riyadh?
That's insane, guys. Compared to the last year, I didn't expect that many people in the crowd and that many of you cheering for me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support, and I really enjoyed playing in front of you all, and I'll see you on Thursday, I guess.
A couple days, the number one player of the world, Aryna Sabalenka.
There you go, indeed. I don't know. I'm very dubious about how they've gone from 0 to a packed crowd in the space of a year. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few little things that'll get leaked out in terms of maybe then just attracting some fans. But I could be wrong on that. But what I'm not wrong on is the fact that Aryna Sabalenka is the best player in the world. And I think the best returner of a second serve on the WTA tour as well. She also has one of the best serves and one of the best forehands. And today she brought it from 2-1 down in that third set. She knew what needed to be done, and she got the job done, winning those games in a row, getting the double break from a breakdown to Jessica Pegula in that third set. Also, I want to add a few other things in terms of the permutations for this group. So she came back from a breakdown in that third set, as I said, and she's now 2-0, having won her first match in straight sets. That also is important. So that, I think, if I've got it right, means that she just needs one set versus Coco Gauff to win the group, and therefore not to depend on Pegula-Paolini. Of course, if Paolini beats Pegula, then Sabalenka is through, no matter what. But I also think that a Paolini win, a Pegula dropping a set even, I think, as well, against Paolini, would be enough for Sabalenka to qualify. But of course, if Sabalenka wins her match or gets at least one set against Coco Gauff, then she will go through. If Coco Gauff wins that match, that's when things get very interesting. If Coco Gauff wins it in 3 sets, for example, and Jessica Pegula wins her match against Jasmine Paolini, then I think it's Gauff versus Pegula head-to-head. And, of course, Pegula won that match. So I think it will be Pegula who qualifies. Just going to have a quick look at the match stats here, by the way. And looking at points won on serve, 62% for Sabalenka, Pegula 59%. 28 winners off the racket of Aryna Sabalenka compared to 23 from Jessica Pegula. 44 unforced errors, which is a lot from Aryna Sabalenka, albeit over 3 sets. 25 off Pegula is fine. But listen to this breakpoint conversion scenario. Sabalenka had 16 breakpoint opportunities today, and she broke 4 times. So there were 12 breakpoints that came and went. As for Pegula, she was much more ruthless, winning 4 from 8. She also won 9 points at the net, and we did hear Sabalenka touch upon that. But I think a very important statistic, and maybe the most important one of all, and one that we don't always see when it comes out from the stats, is the forced errors. This is when the other players has hit an incredible shot, you get your racket on it, but of course there's not much you can do with it, and Sabalenka hit almost double the number of forced error shots compared to Pegula. She made 36 forced errors off the racket of Pegula, whereas Pegula just did 19 on her. Okay, that brings the Sabalenka-Pegula stream to an end, but come and join us immediately for Tabilo against Novak Djokovic in Athens. So see you there. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.